the rising star of the Gobstones Club. Has practice been going well?
Let's see here.
Why, yes. Back when I was a student, we had an annual tournament. Gobstones was much more popular in those days. So was the Gobstones Club. Of course, it was never quite as exciting as Quidditch or as strategic as Wizard's chess. But we put in a lot of effort to keep the tradition alive. Unfortunately, after the incident, everyone decided it was more trouble than it was worth, and the tournament was discontinued.
Huh?
There was a match-fixing scandal, or so people claimed. To this day, I'm not entirely sure what really happened. There was never an official report, but the accused player's name was never fully cleared either. He never touched a Gobstones piece again. Not that I ever saw. Gobstones was something I truly loved. It's a shame the tournaments ended that way, but at least this year. Well, cheating happens in every school, doesn't it? Anywhere there are rankings, scores or competitions, someone is bound to try their luck. Owls, newts, even Quidditch matches. I've seen all sorts of incidents over the years. I'm sure you've heard of auto-answer quills. Headmistress McGonagall has a whole collection of confiscated ones in her office. The anti-cheating spell makes short work of them, of course. In fact...
Even so...
Ah, that incident. There was a participant that year, a top contender. Everyone expected him to win. He was a year above me, had perfect grades, and excelled at nearly everything. Not just academics either. He was active in plenty of clubs, well-liked, but never quite attached to any group. Always involved, but never the leader of anything. Please, Peeves, will you leave me alone? Thank you. I've been pranked by Peeves more times than I can count, ever since I was a student here. It's always that same song too.
Makes sense. Even so...
Right, back to the incident. The Gobstones tournament was a major event that year. A lot of students came, not just Gobstones players, but spectators too. Most of them just wanted to see him compete. Everyone expected him to triumph, and yet he lost. Not in the slightest. Everyone was in shock, even me. Some were furious. They started questioning the game itself, claiming Gobstones was too reliant on luck, too easy to manipulate.
Let's see here.
At first, no one suspected foul play. Most were simply amazed by how skilled both players were. But some of the more experienced Gobstones Club members noticed something odd. The top contender made some incredibly difficult moves, near impossible really. But his opponent countered every single one flawlessly, almost too flawlessly. Exactly. The idea spread quickly, and then an anonymous letter was sent to the headmaster, accusing someone of cheating in the tournament. The professors investigated. They went straight to the Gobstones Club and inspected the tournament sets for traces of magic, but the sets were gone. Indeed, the tournament pieces, normally stored safely in the Gobstones Club, had vanished. No one could find them that day.
This is what I think happened.
Exactly. Something was definitely going on. Oh, come, look at this! Look at all these runic tomes. I thought they were lost to time. But here they are. With these, I could decipher everything. Now, how do I access them? I just need to find out how this mirror works.
I'm sorry.
No. I knew it was too good to be true. They look so real. Every tome I've searched for, right there beside me.
It's not like that.
Thank you. But I do wish I could just get my hands on one of them. Just one.
That's just how things are sometimes.
You're right. Perhaps I should find a hobby in the meantime. Life isn't all about work after all.
Fantastic!
Horace does reminisce about his slug club a lot. I was never invited, though.
I believe in you.
Oh, hardly. I was an average student, really. Never stood out. Never particularly excelled at anything.
It's not like that.
Maybe that's because I don't have natural talent. Ancient runes certainly wasn't what I thought I'd end up specializing in. Oh, that's ridiculous. Like all Hogwarts rumors. I once heard stories about Headmistress McGonagall dueling Mrs. Norris while transformed into a cat. William swore that she saw Filch take Mrs. Norris's side too. Ah, right. I do tend to go off on tangents, don't I? Back in my third year, some of my classmates had their eyes set on practical subjects, but I just went with the flow. Exactly. And that definitely did not include ancient runes. But fate works in mysterious ways. I was in care of magical creatures when my assigned Niffler escaped. I had to chase it all the way to the Black Lake. Not quite. It was after something shiny. By the time I caught up, it was circling some gobstone's pieces scattered near the lake. Just as I realized what it was after, a stray gobstone hit me in the head. Someone was practicing gobstones by the lake, and on that gobstone's piece was an ancient rune. One look at it, and I was enthralled by its beauty. That was the moment I became fascinated with ancient runes. Soon after, I applied to drop care of magical creatures and switched to ancient runes. In a way, I have gobstones to thank for my life's passion.
Makes sense.
Enough to bring back the Hogwarts Gobstones tournament. I truly hope it inspires someone the way it once inspired me.
I believe in you.
It all makes sense now. Somehow with you here, I can finally see it. You've just helped me solve a problem that's been bothering me for ages. Remember when I told you that a stray gobstone's piece to the head led me to ancient runes? Well, you just did the same thing, except with words instead of a bump on my forehead. I would have never managed it on my own, and now, I can finally translate passages I've been struggling with for years. This will open up so many new discoveries. I should get back to work at once. Thank you again. It is my great honor to reignite a long-lost Hogwarts tradition, the Gobstones Tournament. Though I may not be a Gobstones champion myself, this game is deeply important to me. After all, it was a stray Gobstones piece that led me to my lifelong passion, ancient runes. I hope this tournament sparks something in you as well. It brings me joy to see so many new players stepping up to the challenge. Oh, it is good to be young.
Ah!
To ensure fair play, Headmistress McGonagall and I have personally inspected every Gobstone set, including both personal and club sets. Now, let us commence the tournament with an exhibition match between two promising contestants.
That was such a fun match. You've really come a long way.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Why is it here?
What? What do you mean?
How could you do this?
Excuse me, Headmistress? Could I have the piece?
I wouldn't advise using it in the tournament, Miss Hecksmith. Not when it's under scrutiny.
Of course not. I just don't want to see it confiscated. But I know there wouldn't be a cheating charm on this piece. Not from its owner, at least.
Let's see here.
Because it belongs to my dad.
You're Jenna Hecksmith, right? A Hecksmith also attended the Gobstones Club when I was... No, it can't be. Is your father Edgar Hecksmith?
Wait, you knew my dad?
Know him, of course. Has he ever mentioned a Clodagh Dromgoole?
I'm sorry, Professor. Dad doesn't really talk about his classmates much.
How did you do this?
Well, it looks like a regular old Gobstones piece, but my dad actually carves a pattern onto all of his.
I think I've got it.
I did when I realized it belonged to Dad. The pattern comes from our family crest. Dad takes pride in being a Hecksmith. He carves it into everything he uses. There should be a whole set just like it.
Huh?
They must have been lost over the years. You just happened to borrow a set that had this one in it. I only noticed thanks to you.
That was brilliant.
You bet. Dad's brilliant at everything. Maybe except Gobstones. He always talks about how much he loved Gobstones, but never any details, almost like he's avoiding it. Dad's never hidden anything from me before. If he won't talk about it, then it must have been something serious.
I never thought this would happen.
At first, yeah. I thought I'd find out about Dad's Gobstones days that way. Nothing but old tournament trophies. And thanks to you, I found something of his. That's why I don't want this piece confiscated. I'd like to bring it home. Maybe he'll finally tell me the story behind it.
Let's see here. This is what I think happened.
Yes, he was.
No wonder Dad never talks about it. He was always so proud of his gobstone skills. Losing a tournament to a cheater must have been...
Unfortunate. And with no real conclusion from the investigation, there was no closure.
I feel awful for him.
Me too, child. Me too. Miss Hexsmith, I actually have something for your father. It's a bit heavy for Owl Post. I'd planned to deliver it myself, but it felt too intrusive to just turn up unannounced.
Of course, what is it?
A book. My latest research on rune deciphering. It's a bit heavy, but nothing a levitation charm can't handle. Well, I did dedicate it to Mr. Hexsmith. He was the reason I pursued ancient runes in the first place.
Huh?
I don't know. It's because Mr. Hexsmith hit me on the head with his gobstones piece. He was the one who explained the rune's meaning to me. Maybe that's why I became interested in it. I wouldn't be who I am without him.
Even so...
I mean, Mr. Hexsmith's probably busy with all his endeavors. He likely doesn't even remember my name.
Chin up, Professor. Dad's got loads of friends. He probably just hasn't mentioned you yet.
I suppose. He was always at the center of things when we were students. I know we weren't really friends. He was always moving, always achieving, always being praised. He was inspiring. Anyone who talked to him felt inspired, including me. Such kind words. Thank you, Headmistress, for being nice to me.
That's just not right.
Thank you. I feel much better. Let's head to my office for that book, shall we?
Of course, Professor Drumgool.
Let's see here. That's just not right.